This video will show you how to add a food safety related resource to the Clearinghouse. After you log in with your username and password, click on Clearinghouse Home on the top left part of the banner. Select the green button entitled Add Your Own Resource to start your edition. Complete the fields by providing a title and brief summary of your resource. This summary is meant to be short, only 1 to 2 sentences that will appear in the initial display when the search is completed on the Clearinghouse. The full description section is where you will provide a longer, more detailed explanation about your material. Be sure to include words that a person may use when searching within the Clearinghouse. For example, if you are posting material dealing with worker health and hygiene, be sure to include important keywords in your description, such as produce safety rule and worker health and hygiene. The Clearinghouse searches the language you use in the summary and full description sections to pull resources that fit the search criteria, so it is important to be descriptive and include all relevant keywords. Next, you have the option of including the name of the author of the material. If you populate this section, then the author's name will appear next to the resource listing. The state field is not meant to represent the state you're from, but rather if your material is state-specific. If the material is generally applicable and is not unique to a single state, then leave this field blank. Next, select the type and topic that best suits your material. You can select more than one if applicable. If you find that the type or topic that best describes your resource is not listed, please email necafs@uvm.edu and request to have it added to the listing. Similarly to the summary and field description above, the type and topic listing are available as search criteria and will pull all like resources when a search is completed, so it's important to be as comprehensive as possible when making a selection. Finally, at the bottom is where you can upload a thumbnail image, an actual attachment of your resource, or the URL where the resource is locally housed. It is up to you to decide if you have a preference for uploading the file attachment directly, providing the URL, or both. The file attachment section is available so that those materials that do not have a local host site can still be included in the Clearinghouse. However, providing the URL to the host site is available and means that the resource is not housed directly on the Clearinghouse, but rather remains housed at your local website. When a user of the Clearinghouse clicks on the provided URL, a new window will pop up that takes them directly to the local website. This ensures that you continue to receive the traffic on your website. It also ensures that the resource does not go out of date on the Clearinghouse, since you are managing the most recent version on your local site. And with just the URL listed here, the resource will always remain current on the Clearinghouse. If you would like to add additional items to the website link section, you can just select to add another item. Generally, when adding a resource, you will want to add material individually and not lump all of the resources into a single posting. The goal of the Clearinghouse is to provide a link to the user that will take them directly to the resource they are interested in and not leave them searching around on your site looking for the material in question. Let's use the compliance dates page on the FDA website as an example. So we'll go back to the top of the page and fill out all of the empty fields. For the title, we'll be sure to include the full Food Safety Modernization Act as well as the acronym FSMA and compliance dates. In the summary section, I'm just going to borrow the language directly from the website and input it here. In the full description section, I will be sure to include all of the relevant keywords that might be necessary for this type of search, such as compliance dates, FSMA, preventive controls for human food, and produce safety. For the author's name, I will list FDA. Since this is not unique to a specific state, I will leave the state section blank. For type and topic, I will select guidance, general for both preventive controls and for produce safety rule. Now at the bottom, when it comes to listing the website links. To help the user get directly to what they are looking for, I will list both the produce safety rule compliance dates and the preventive controls compliance dates and their associated URLs. I'll bring over the Food Safety Modernization Act compliance date FDA website to show you why I'm doing that. So on this site, you can see that all of the compliance dates for the rules are listed, but each of the individual rules, when clicked, takes it to the appropriate section of the page. And for this reason, I am going to provide URLs that link directly to the part of the page that the user on the clearinghouse might be interested in. Finally, I'll add another item since there is also a PDF available on this site that the user might be interested in. Finally, over on the right-hand side, you can adjust the order that your resources appear in on the clearinghouse by changing the numbers in the field. When you're all completed, simply click the Save button and your resource will be automatically added to the clearinghouse. No approval is needed for a resource to be added. I'll return to the clearinghouse home to show what your posting looks like once added. Here you can see all of the type, topic, and description that we provided, and below the links to the specific sections of the compliance dates with the specific links that take you directly to the section of the compliance date website that you're looking for produce safety and for preventive controls for human food. Finally, it'll show that the PDF that you linked to pops up independently in a new window. So this is a summary of how to add a new resource to the clearinghouse. If you have any questions, please email necafs@uvm.edu. Thank you.